Welcome back, part 2 of XerStudios Livestream Workplace 2 development. Sorry about that, guys. Thought I would continue the last stream, but it actually made another cut. So it's a split now. But that's okay, because I think it kind of fixed the buffering issues a bit. I'm getting a lot more bandwidth now than I was before. And buffering should be better now, so we're good. Alright.
Nice to live.
Yes, she still lives. She's been here all along. Where did I get this key from? Oh, I forgot. Yep. Don't know if I still have those cubes. Remember those cubes in the center of the map? That I was just randomly working on for weeks for a script. Don't even remember which. Where did I have it at?
Are the things still in the basement?
Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, it is. Oh, God. Just one of them, though. So I can't get split that much. Meh. Throw it. Throw it. Go away. No. No. Okay. Drum set. Yep. Flat. 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 Okay. It can also jump too. And okay, it just gave up. It gave up. Oh no. Hammer. True hammer, but you cannot pick up.
Yeah, added sound.
No, get away. I didn't add sound to the spider yet. Oh god. I was gonna put this in the DOS area. I could fling him so hard. I don't have a weapon.
Giant enemy spider.
Wow. Yes, the death train has made a comeback. I don't see the cube, but I know that I used it on the door down here. The script that I need.
And apparently if you keep putting them in one same space, they'll just start pushing you out of the map.
Yep. Oh wait, that's not a spider, that's skull with big spider legs. Oh, you want to see a skull with spider legs? Oh wait. No, you want to see one with man legs. You probably don't want to see that. Ah, okay. I shall duplicate the spider. Yes, indeed, I shall duplicate. Here we go. 1,000 a copy. That's 1,200. And my game is just dead.
No.
0 frames a second, boys. We did it.
Woo!
Woo! Oh. Whoa. Oh no. Oh my god. Stop it. Make it stop. Oh god. 1,000 spiders in one map. 0 frames a second. End.
Oh goodness, we gotta kill it. We gotta kill it.
I did it. I killed it.
Get the spider spray.
Oh, here's the script. That's what I was looking for. When I press play, it sets it. I need to make a picture of the manager so that I can basically go to the other map and set it right. Because I'm not sure why it's not set right, but... Alright. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's like the same thing, door text.
Uh-oh.
But it worked when I go back, right? It just, the text wasn't showing up. Let's think. Maybe I can still set it in the same order, just... Uh-oh, that spider's gonna get ya. Yep, he gonna get ya. He gonna escape.
You're gonna bite your toes.
Go on. Alright, here we go. False Tella, basement. Does that matter though? What was that from? Whoa. Heard that? I heard like a party horn. Alright.
All I heard was screaming.
Same. Okay. Door text. The thing. Oh, there's a lot more stuff in here than there was on the other map. So that's probably why it didn't work. Very nice. Okay, here we go. No, don't resize. Crap. Check it, got those 60 frames. Going good. This little area based on your first game, right? Neat. That's right. It was meant to be put in as a secret Easter egg for one of the parts inside the home area. I haven't implemented the pathway yet, but I'm planning to soon. So, there we go. Alright, there we go. We got the screenshot going on. Now I just need to copy. Not copy, crap. And you guys don't see anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go, sorry. That's why I need to stop cropping everything in one window. Thought I had low latency. There we go. Now I see the difference. It made it. Okay. Now we go to the other map. The My Place map. Remake? No, it wasn't called Remake. The Intro to Return, that's what it's called. It's always named weird. Because why not? You know? Manager. Now we can compare exactly what's in here based on that screenshot. And oh boy, we're missing quite a bit of stuff in this. And we actually need to put all of that in here. So I can probably just align all my windows just like this. Multitasking on one monitor. And now I can see in the big blob, just make that not so big. Thank you. Now we see exactly what we need. And we can probably try reordering, but I can't speak. Alright, here we go. Okay, so door fader, yep, that's important, because that is the fade effect, wherever it's a transition, whenever you go from an area to another area. So that's probably what was missing. Unlock layers for locked doors, it's like the animation, where it shows like a lock, and then the lock goes green, and then it moves upwards. That's what unlock layer is, it's for that. Fade layer, I believe we need. Actually, we don't need fade layer. I think that's for something else. But we definitely need UI canvas. which is not in this particular area. So I can just search it up in the inspector. Here. Yep. Drag it right in. Usually if you just delete, copy, paste, or the opposite, like copy, delete, paste, it would be missing on other scripts and other objects inside the scene. So it's pretty much why you need to drag it sometimes without having to delete it and all that stuff, because it's all micromanaged. Bam. There's that UI canvas. Door feeder is on the very bottom. Then UI canvas is right on top of it. Then we got a couple controllers in here, but I don't think we need those, so we should be good on that. Post-processing volume, we don't really need that, I don't believe, because the door doesn't really interact with that. Okay, so we should have everything we need now for the script to work. So I'm just going to save and playtest. And now our bandwidth's looking good. We're getting those bit rates. That was 10,000 bit rates that are required. Alright. Still no work. Darn. That's all I have to say to that, is darn. And usually, when scripts have errors like that, or when they don't work, it usually tells you why in the console, but sometimes it doesn't, and you have to like figure out yourself, because it's like, you're not telling me anything. I'm like, come on. I think it's this. Click 2. That's not click remix. Click remix is the script we want. That's what we need to find. But I'm not seeing no click remix in the inspector console thing. No, not showing up. That's cool. Nice. False E, true E. Door key, hover unlocked, hover locked, hover text. I'm going to see if I can interact with hover text. Usually there's an array, and I can probably get that array from the script if I set all the variables to public. You'll see what I mean once I do it. And I can see what's missing from that array, what's not being set right. Because you can see that it's clearly missing an element, even though it has set hover text. There are hidden variables that are also made as well, that were actually set to private so that it doesn't get confusing in the list. So now I'm just going to quickly open up my programming utility. Here we go. And we're going to set those variables to public inside the script that I have here.
I like how you can throw a spider in the basement area. Yeet.
Yeet.
I mean,
Yeetio.
can't you do that with all spiders? Yeet the spider.
Yep. Right into the basement and lock the door. So UI items holder, UI item executor, UI item executor 2. These are the things that we need to set to public. And we can have like an indicator list to point us to where this is at. Here. The down arrow, comma, is our down arrow. Because why not? Then the up arrow is just plus. That makes sense. Save that boy. Compile that boy. Ship it. There we go. Let me test audio. That makes sense. Sounds
Ooh,
good.
a house centipede? That doesn't sound too bad.
What do you mean that doesn't sound too bad? That sounds.
Skeleton centipede.
True spook. Okay. Dang it, I need something from another scene. And you know how I have like 3 Unities opened up at once on this bad boy of a machine? Using up just like half of my memory, which would be 21 gigabytes of RAM, 15% usage of CPU. Hecka crazy. Let's open up another Unity. A 4th Unity in the background. Which would be this one. I want this one. Which is basically the same exact project, but I can like multitask and go to other levels. I have another level opened up in the same exact area that we need it for. Same project, just a backup, because I have like 5 backups of this game. In Sam 2. That's the map we're looking for. And then we just hit play. And regenerate that list. Oh wait. We need to recompile code again. Ah, dang it. I need to change the script on this too. Set the 4K. 4K. Okay, there's some 4K. It's probably going to kill the stream. 1440p. Yep, that's good. Alright.
Or a desert centipede.
Spooky.
Those are truly scarier.
Yep. Alright. Dorg, right over here. This is where the door is, which has the script that we all love and know and love. Why I said that opposite way. Here we go. We got it. We're going to see if it links. Nope. It doesn't know Visual Studio. Let me reset that. There we go. Now it knows Visual Studio. OBS is great. Not sponsored. And as you can see here, we got this. We just set to the pub, we save it, and then we leave. And we go back to exactly what we want. This script. Compile, and then we get the list that we all want. So that we can actually take another screenshot and we can compare what we already have. Just to make sure that everything's A-okay. With code. Code is specific, so it has to work specifically the same way as how this one works. Because this one has the same script and it's a working copy. So usually I take the working copy and I take whatever's in it and I compare it with the one that's not working to see what's different about it. Usually it's all about variables. And I had this issue happen before with the same map. And it definitely took some time to fix. But should be like a fast solution to fixing this. So I noticed on this as well, UI item excluded 2 is also not really set to anything at all. I believe that's because in the code, UI item excluded 2, it was set to in the game object children, which basically makes a new array, and it sets the size for you to 23. None of these were set though. If we click on this, double click on this, it tells us what happens to it. And maybe it was just ignored or something. Or maybe at the very end, all the objects were set to null. Null means nothing, by the way. So yeah, now you understand with me, type of thing. Okay, so that's good that it doesn't work because it works anyway. So that means that item excluded 2 isn't really something that matters. I believe the first one takes from the second one, and then the second one is no longer used, so that the first one could basically just have a reorder. It reorders everything based on what the 2 is. I believe that's how that works. Okay. I like how the basement looks like a bunch of stock images that were tossed together. Yep. I actually made those images with my iPad. I took pictures all around my house, and I made little pixel textures using an app. And that was back in like 2015, I think, when I did that. And I was able to rip all the textures from my first game, and I was able to just put it in the project and recreate the maps. So yeah, you can just use a ripper tool to uncompile or reverse engineer a built Unity game, and you can recover what you lost from the past without having to try and recreate it, and it won't ever be the same, but it's actually the same. Cool. Very cool. So that's how that works. So now I just need to figure out what I was doing. Okay, figured that out. So now I just go to, okay, I notice that eInteractor and Canvas were not included inside of Manager. Which means that if I go to here, now sorry, Unity's opened up, I'm getting confused. But it means that eInteractor, which is one of the game object variables inside the Manager, we could probably just take that out, because apparently it's not required inside the script. Right here, like this. So eInteractor out, Canvas out. I think. Let's look at the image really quick. We got Canvas. Put that back in. Right here. Got the dialogues. Shutdown animation. Don't really need those. But yeah. Bless me. Ah. Okay. So yeah, there we go. I believe these have the same count. 1, 2. It doesn't matter. Alright. Now if we go back, Canvas, different Canvas. Well, that's the old Canvas. Inside of Manager, it probably has the right Canvas set, which would be this one. Yep. Ending game. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's just for door unlocked stuff. So we probably have to see if this one was the same. Yep, it was. So we're good. We're good on Canvas. And I guess what also matters is if whatever's disabled is disabled. Canvas. Disable. And compared to the screenshot that we have, unlock layer was on. So we can set that on. And is this a... Okay, I see. Probably don't need anything on. So we're good. We're good. Now, UI Canvas, right here, which is actually turned off. You can compare what's ever in here with this. And as long as it looks the same, you should be good to go. So if this one's set to on, I'm not sure if that's set to on by default or not, because this is actually play tested right now. So I guess we could see afterwards, but what we really need is this list here from these variables. So now we can just make another screenshot with a new layer. And then I can just do this. And now we can get that list from this side over here. Inspector. Now I know exactly what I need to find, pretty much. Okay, cool. So now, what we do now is we compare whatever we have in here with the one that we have in here. If we playtest, it would automatically set those to you, or for you. Okay. Jesus on a bicycle. And now we go all the way over here. Door doesn't work. Now we figure out why. So we can actually multitask a little bit. Do this. And we can see exactly what we need. Image DVD. Okay. That's looking good. Door open text is on the very bottom though. But at least it's in the list. I think the only thing that matters is if it's in the list or not. But what we can do is we can take that, put it in front of that in case if it's not being ordered right. If it doesn't find the last number type of thing, because it might be -1 on the length of the loop where it ends at. It should be right here, children. I equals children. Then UI items holder equals UI items holder 2, which would be the default. I think I used item excluder 2 to set that to empty based on the same amount that it had. So that's probably how that worked. That's probably why that listed was empty. So we can actually just set the thing back to private because we don't actually need to see it. Saved number, so it creates a number 0, which is what it starts out with. Then saved number equals I after it's done. If it doesn't find any of the text, and if it has passed, then that gets set to true. Field locked was what it was looking for, which is in the list, I believe. Or actually, no, it excludes it from the list. Oh, well, here it is. From the list. And it's here as well. Alright, cool. So now, it seems pretty right. So I wonder what's going on. Maybe there's something up with door text. Let's turn it on and see what's going on. So press either enter is working, but all the other script elements aren't. Teleport and all that type of stuff. Alright. So maybe what's going on is it's being... No, it skips it. It's supposed to exclude this from the list. That's why it does the for each loop. Then the excluders just take out whatever it's not wanted. To other external stuff. And it sets the items holder to whatever it needs. It's nothing set to press E. So now I can have the light turn on. Interaction. Let me turn it off at first. True E. E. Okay. Yep. No work. And in the script, there should be an update void, which should be, yeah, here it is. If reverse does charging animations, and then here's all the other elements. Behave.enabled equals false. Wait for time enabled equals false. So with TrueTele, True E is what we're looking for. Interesting. It's not in the void. The input. Boy. Maybe it triggers a function. No. This code makes no sense. My own code doesn't make sense to me. Oh. On mouse over, not on update. Silly me. When the mouse is over the door, all this is supposed to work, but it didn't. Aimer and text. Animations. I'm not sure if it will show up on here, but those are the things that might be missing from the script. And since the script is not able to find those elements, it would basically not work. This is the wrong project that was opened up on, so we just have to reopen up Visual Studio. Yeah. Like so. Now I just have to find the same thing. Oh wait, no. Just the animations. These are set to public as well. Private. Ah! They need to be set to public so I could see what we're doing. And we could probably turn these off now because these seem fine. Private. Private basically just makes it so that it's not showing up in the inspector. And inspector is this. This entire window is the inspector. So now we got animation public, animator, and text is what we need. So now if the code recompiles, here we go. You can see exactly what we need. Alright, here we go. Alright, these are set. Interesting. So interactor works. We've got that raw image from aim. Aim is disabled. I'll try doing something. I'm not sure if there's a way to fix the code or not. In playtest mode, which is essential to debugging. Exact same thing as debugging, pretty much. Interact would be text animation. And the inspector doesn't know console. Doesn't say anything about an error. Point light, mark point, aimer, interact is locked. That won't work if it's already unlocked. Okay. Alright. Maybe it's because... I don't know, it's right there. The door text. Which is this. From eInteractor. That's the one we want. Yep, it goes right to it. Raw image, aim. Box recorder set, right? It should be set, right? I'm gonna try is trigger. I do need to optimize the lights on this room. Present 2. There we go. Yeah, So looking at the code, everything's set. It's like if it's not detecting any mouse input. So maybe I can do a debug log on when the mouse enters the collider. Okay. Debug log has been set. What that would do is it would send a message over here on this side if the mouse were to hit there. It's just like a debugging method to see if that works. And usually you can find out stuff with trial and error that way. So it's like it's not hitting the collider. The collider isn't really sending any messages over. So we need to do something. Move the power back. Let me enlarge the collider a bit. Let's see if it would. Okay, that time it worked. That fixed the issue. And the debug log allowed us to see if the collider was working or not. Because we assumed all the other things were simply all fine. So yeah. It was just the collider. I believe it was being blocked, or it was too flat. Yeah, the size, if Z is set to 0, usually that doesn't work because it needs all the depth, all the vector 3 elements. So you probably just need to do this, and you should be good to go. Just make it a little bigger, just a little bit bigger. 0.01 is fine. 0 isn't fine, but we need to make sure that this side isn't blocking the other side as well. And this side might work, because Z isn't just 0 for this side either, so yep, we should be all golden now in terms of code debugging and all that. Fixed an issue. And now we can remove the debug log. Don't need it anymore. And the code. Then we just need to set the animator to off, so we don't need to see any of that. Oh wait, private. There we go. Don't want to get rid of variables that are important. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Play. Time to play. And now we can test out the teleportation. We can test out the sound, the animations. I believe there will be no sound, because we still have to set that, and we could probably do that in the code. This isn't a get element. Okay. So maybe the colliders are colliding with each other this time. So we probably need to fix that. Add enough width to, yeah. Okay, now we check for errors. Okay. So what happened? Mark point. Oh, wrong teleportation. So it teleported me in the same spot. If I go back, it would put me in the same spot. So it was actually flipped the other way. Plus we can exit playtest because we need to add a game object inside the script, which would be the lights. We need the lights. But we can just do this and this, and then set that to present 2. Present 1, I believe, is this area's lighting. So you can just check by setting it first. Present. Yep, that's exactly what it was. So now we got that set. Okay, mark point 4 is not part of this list. It's part of this right here. So yeah, there we go. Got that solved. And then just set this back a bit. Forward a bit. Mark point 4 should be mark point 3. Then the other door should be the foot the other way. This one would be mark point 4. So we were flipped upside the other way. False tell would be present 2. True tell would be present 1. Going back and forth between the lighting of each room. And usually you like to disable lights for rooms that you can't see to optimize the performance a bit, depending on what room you're in. Here we go. Now we can go back, check the door again. Okay, so it instantly turned the lights off as soon as I teleported. I could probably work on a solution to that through code. Using enums and stuff like that. Okay. You can see animation's working good. The clock is working pretty good as well. Got a little bit of mesh collision going on here. You can see to the material. So we just have to optimize that a bit. We're going to need to add the T-table over here. And the doors over here as well. The lighting should be good, I believe, as well. As you can perfectly tell. And you get the collisions here as well. So we need to set the specific XYZ positions to that. And we should be good to go. Right after that. So we're going to save the scene. Now we're going to trigger a event game object. Light interact event. For small area. Lobby. Okay, we've got 2 game objects that are empty for now. We will just hold one script. And that script would be one of the animation scripts, wait for time. And then it would automatically wait for a couple seconds. So what we can do for this to re-trigger it when we want to is do this.
Somebody's probably gonna get spooked when they go through the door and the first thing they see is Nightmare's face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. French fry waffle. Very true. It's spooky. Especially when it's like the only thing that's bright in the dark. That. It's spooky. Light retrigger. Light interact effect event comes in, light trigger, then the lights itself would be disabled. Present 2. Could set this to 60 for now. So now it waits a bit when the player is still teleporting and when the fade transition is still happening. Because that's by default set to 60 on the other script. So it goes aligned with that. Perfectly timed. So that when you're ready to re-trigger, it would be ready as well, pretty much. Then you can probably just have another script which would automatically turn this off once this game object is true or triggered. And the set octave is pretty much true. And you also want the light re-trigger to be off as well. Okay, so we got that set. We can add the same thing, the light re-trigger on here as well, for the other side of the room. Like so. And we can copy this component, paste it here, and then this would be present 1, but go away. Because it doesn't matter when the other lights are on or not. It's probably better when they're on sooner, before the other ones are gone. Does stream go down?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's back up. It's just buffered a bit.
Okay. Yeah, mine, it's losing it again. I'm on Ethernet. It's chuggered. We're at it again. Okay, at least the stream didn't go down. I don't want to have to make another part 3. It's still part 2. Still part 2. Just need those bit rates though. I'm not getting enough. Alright. Here we go. Sip the drink. And look at some inspector stuff. Present 2. And this is for the left side, so we should add another item to the array. Event lobby, which would turn off. Oh wait, let me try. Oh yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Present 2, and then the one that goes before it, light interact event. And what we don't need is present, because the other thing would do that for us. So maybe we should flip these instead. Instead of having 2 of them. Just like so, like here.
Can I make a joke?
Mm-hmm.
I went to a beekeeper to get 12 bees. He counted and gave me 13. Sir, you gave me extra. Oh, well, that's a freebie.
Funny joke.
Dad jokes.
Mm-hmm. The big ha-has are coming now. I'm getting those bit rates again. Yay. Internet. I got internet.
Internet.
Internet. Bitconet. So yeah, there we go. We got it. We got it. Let's see if the retrigger works. Yep, it works. Now the lights are not delayed behind us. We are right in front of time. There we go. It works. Code is cool. Even though I didn't do much coding. Very nice. I've talked so much I'm getting woozy. Okay, cool. Now, these doors right here are coming in. Need those doors. And we also need that light because we were blind. Need those doors. Now some orange lighting going on. 0, that's easy. Except when it overlaps like that, that's not easy. I need to do a 180 on this. There we go. Got that 180 going on. Okay. So line it right, just like so. Nice, 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 nice. And no clipping. No clipping, it's perfect. Then we just slap it on right next to that wood, and it magically becomes a door. That's how doors work. And get video games, of course. Okay, there we go. Swap that butter right on. And there we go, we got that going on. Alright, cool. Now what we can do is we can basically just look at this and we can set some new mark points going on. And we probably don't need the second side onto the other side anymore, but we can just copy it over and decide for that later on. Mark point, here it is. This would teleport the player based on wherever this is at. We usually use these for other sides, so on the other side, on the other script. Okay. There's that. We got that going. Then we add it to the other side of this. Alright, we already got some lighting, so we don't need that. Let's copy paste right over here, and then bada da boom, bada da boom. There we go. Alright. Now we're good on that. We save. And we can basically copy and paste these doors as well. Very easy. Just slap it on here. And there we go. We're good to go. Check if it's clipping. Nope. Not clipping at all. So we are good on that. A-okay. Could probably just do the other doors as well. Just over there. Even though based on where their box colliders are, they're a bit flipped. So we're just going to need to unflip it. Okay, XY position coordinates are not the same. Okay, I see why now. And here's over doors. Right here. Right next to this very bright light. Very bright. bright, bright. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I guess we can just darken this a bit. Just like so. Probably to 200 for more optimization. And we probably don't need it just right there. We can probably just do that and it'll look better. Just like so. Let me save. I believe I added a custom like over here. And it might actually be on the other side as well on the other game. On the other Unity. No, it's just dark. Well, it's cool to have that light there. It's easier to see. Probably can close this Unity. Just so we don't get confused. Got about 4 Unities opened up. There's the light. That's doing good. Alright. So now what we can do now is we can program in these doors over here. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. These are set automatically, so we shouldn't worry about that. We got the mark points, so we just have to set the mark points pretty much. And these two have the 2 separate scripts. We want the one for the right side, which is here. And the box clutter may be confusing, but it's actually just a stretch what it's doing. So now we just remove the box clutter and the script from door 4 because we only want it for one side. So now we find out the mark point. Yep, 6. So we just set that to 6 right here. So now the teleportation would work for the doors automatically. Now we just need to set the true tel to pretty much get rid of the light from the previous area. So present 2 is what should be set. Well, actually present is off. So maybe we should just turn them both off. And to do that, you can just do none for true tel, or maybe for true tel it would be just light interact event, light interact lobby, event lobby, event 0 for false tel. There we go. And we can see how that works, to see if it works well in that type of way. Then we go to the other side here, and we basically do the same thing that we did with the other side. So technically it's this left, this right, but we could still just flip it over anyways. Door 6, door 5. I believe it's mark point 5. Yep, that's what we want. And now we turn off the previous light, which would be in here. Which one is this connected to? Or maybe it's not connected to any of them. So we just need to turn it on when we leave. Present 2 is the lobby area, I believe. Is it? Or maybe it's not. Nope, it's not. It's this room. This is present 2. Present 2 should just be on. And then, probably just in case, you can have pretty much just light interact event on, which would turn off previous running if it was already on. So, that's all set. Alright, well, let's see how it works. You test the code now. Or just the game. Door's right next to us, but we haven't programmed this one yet. Knobs are a bit flat though. Gotta fix that. I'm not sure if these ones are flat either. Yeah, they look flat. Darn. Flat door. Alright, so have to fix that. Alright. Cool. Cool. Okay, cool, it worked. I should add some reflections to these portraits. Now to bake them. So baking them takes a lot of heat. And overheating my computer would not be a good sign. Go back. Okay, I have to fix the box colliders for that side. And then that's about it. For both of these sides. And we have to see if the light components actually work correctly. Door 7 doesn't have a box collider. So I guess we just overlap going forward. This way. Just a little bit. Not much. Not much is required for it to work. This door worked. This door didn't work. We go back here. And then we basically just underlap whatever's being selected. I don't know. Okay. Then we just drag this outwards a little bit. Then we play test again. Hey, we got back up to 4 likes. Go all the way back. Now it's overlapping again. Let's see. Arc point 4 is for that side. So technically we just need to underlap. Going forward works this way. Going backwards should work the other way. Like so. And the lights have worked. Have they? Present 2 is still enabled. I need to check the resets. These are off when they are turned on. They don't enable. So that's a sign right there. Turn them on. Turn this one on. Okay. That's what it was supposed to do. That one worked. Okay. And the other light in the back is on. Unless it's a timed thing. Nope. We'll just have to check that out as well. Just stopping by to say hello. I hope the development is going well. Yep, sure is. Thank you. Door 3. Over side? Nope, correct side. Just have to do this so it doesn't overlap. False tell. Okay, I see what I did. Basically, they didn't turn on. Because in here they're supposed to turn on the opposite way. False tell should probably be known then. If present 2 is... Okay, that gets rid of present 1. Okay, that's good. That's what we want. Go back to door 2. And... Okay, light interactive event. So 0 for this. Light interactive event for this. The other way is the other way. For true tell. That's what I want. Oh, that was true E. So true tell. Let's see what the difference is for true tell. Okay. When it teleports. Okay. So that's for teleportation. Pressing E. So maybe we can just do present 1, present 2 for each of the teleportations, as they were pre-programmed for us. So we don't need any more events right here. But that was just to showcase another way for it to work. So, okay, present. Get rid of light event. Go back. Over door. And then set this to 1. Set this to 1. 1. Present 2. Mark point. Going this way. Okay, that's what we want then. True E, present 2. It can basically just be this. No delay. No lag. As soon as it teleports. Okay. Let's see what that does. Yep, that worked. Cool. Going back. Alright, perfect. Alright. Don't need these. Missing. 1. Figure it out. Mark point 6. Present 2. True teleport. Turn it off. Then we don't really need to set anything else on. Just set that to false. There we go. Other side works the same way, or it turns it on instead. From here. And we should be good to go for all of that. Alright, cool. Let's test the collision colliders. Actually that flat. Yeah, very flat. Interesting. Okay. I'll probably optimize that so that it affects blends in with the lighting a bit more. It's a flat door. Okay. Check my CPU performance. Okay, 69 Celsius. Okay, doors will work. Visible object. So I'm going to add the shelves, cabinets. Put the material up there. Looking good. Here, we can add some reflections really quick, and go back. Alright, cool. Very nice. Once all descriptors are fixed, it becomes very easy to use after that. Touch with the previous click to script that I made. I made it so that you had to manually choose all of the UI elements, including all the new ones that are there, else it wouldn't look right. The new script does that for you. Click remix. It's a lot more complex in code though. So it works pretty effortlessly, I would say. So now with these portraits we can add some reflections. So I'm going to do that really quick. Bake maps, cube maps actually. I'm going to grab some reflection probes from my previous scene. Okay. Alright. These are what the reflections look like, and the portraits. This is using a filter though. Turning off the filter will allow you to see the glory detail. But following on in post-processing though. Alright. Copy, take a screenshot of mesh rendering material. Okay. It's a good photo. Alright, now I know the mesh that we need. That's a static. A lot of objects have to be static for it to work with baking. Sometimes baking can end deadly, depending on how much heat is going on to the computer. Alright, let's see here. I've got the probe. Now we just need to copy it over to the other scene. Return. Intro of return. Alright, here we go. Let me just plop it right in here. And here we go, we got it. There's a bit in our offset. There we go, fix the offset. And what this would do is when it's right next to portrait, right inside the portrait, based on the angle that it's going at, it would reflect everything around it pretty much. Real time would allow you to do this, and you can see exactly what it would happen if we change this to the right type of material. Of course, you can see the reflection there. I need to make a cube. So I notice that I have a transparent element behind the thing. Okay, here we go. Now we add the mirror reflection material, which is pretty seamless, so size doesn't matter, because it all is based around whatever's being reflected by. It's pointing towards it. Let's run the image effects now. Probably shine it up a bit though. Reflect portrait. Okay. The other side works the same way as this one. And the reason why it's black is because there's no probe going at it. So we just do this. Line it just like that. Get to show. Okay. And still at the end. Okay, there's a reflection going on. There's that reflection. Now you just have to align it, the shape and everything. Sometimes it's like down, sometimes it's up. Usually it's just right in the center, dead center. Okay, that should be good. But before I bake, which will be the final thing to do, I have to close some programs down. Manage the heat here, 65 Celsius. Okay. Temperatures are looking better. Optimize all the other stuff as well. Okay, there we go. Heat should be good. It should be good. Okay, here we go. Manage the heat, 62 Celsius. It should be good enough to make it so that it's not prone to overheating. Then for now we can just get rid of this painting, just so we could see the alignment. So it has to align like that to be entirely accurate to every reflection, or every part of the reflection has to be on par, and that looks perfect. So we can add the painting back, and we can bake that boy, because real time is not really well optimized for real time gaming. So you like to bake a new cube map. That's what we like to do. I'm going to enable debug mode to see the resolution, which is a very high resolution. So we're just going to set it lower, and we're going to bake a new light. Like this. new cube map. Actually, I think it gives me the option to. Yeah. Then portrait 2. And here we go. Go manage the heat. 92. That's hot. Okay, but it went back down. And we noticed that some things didn't work out. These need to be set to static. So pretty much all of these objects need to be set to static in order for it to show up in the bake. And I don't really know if it affects the time or not. It probably does, because it has to generate a resolution. So I still need to manage the overheating a bit. Probably get rid of some Google stuff. It just takes anything to overheat the computer. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it, bruh. So the less stuff that's opened up, the less heat. We need just enough room to bake this cube map. Let's see a bit of pink. I think that's one of the outside areas. Bake this. And if we had the door here, it would show up in the reflection. But we can do another bake later. We just need to see how it would look as a final bake. Alright. Everything looks set. We have all the card objects set to static. That's exactly how we like it. So now we should be ready to do the bake. I'm going to have this program up to manage the heat before we do bake and bake. Alright. There we go. So even though it does a lot of interesting type of heating, it worked and we got what we want. A nice high quality bake map. So that bends a little bit. But with the portrait on, it's not really noticeable. The flower comes in the way of that, so that's good. This is set to real time. Takes up a lot of performance doing that. So we should just bake a new light for this one as well, or cube map. Portrait 2.1. Check the heating. Okay, good. Or are we? Okay. So pretty scary. There we go. I don't think these were static. Nope. This one was, though. That one was static. This one wasn't static. Okay. So that's probably why that happened. And we could probably do the other bake later, but the portrait does not really show anything in there, so it shouldn't really matter. That's what I can tell. Then lastly, we can finish the other doors on the other side. And we can call it for break. Or we can just call it a day. Guys, it's almost 12.
There's only 2 people.
Yeah, only 2 people. I got 5 legs though. That's good. Yep. Alright. Final stuff. Mark points. We can copy both of them at the same time. And just do that. We can just align it right in the center, just like that. So that we can just there we go. Alright. Cool. So now we just pretty much set all of that through here. 7? I'm guessing, we're guessing. Nope, we were wrong. So now we just need 8. And this door might be flipped. Yes. Yes, it is flipped. Door 7 should have a... or door 9, actually, is actually the one that we want. We want it all to the right. We can remove this component, because we already have a large enough box collider to go to the other side. Where we're not, actually. And now we just set it to pretty much the same thing. 1.8 for this. Present 1 for the lighting effects and everything. And for false teller, we can just set it to present 2, since you're not in that area. Present 2 is the lighting group for the area that we're not going into, which would be under false. The area that we are going into would be true. For good performance saving methods. And now, last but not least, here we go. False teller, we would just pretty much remove present. Set this for mark 0.7, and then present 2. And we are now done for tonight. Thanks for tuning in on the live stream. We all appreciate all the support and everything. Thanks for all the comments and everything like that. We appreciate it. And we will tune in next time. See you, Boris.